Hello and welcome to Open Boosters. Thank you, Dariams, for the collab video we released yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it's the profit and loss video. It's really good. I will be adding prices to the packs now as I open them. It takes a little while to actually do that, so you know. Alright, so I will try to keep that going. However, today we're going to be talking about the best counterspell from the original set, Alpha, Beta Unlimited. Which one is the best? Well, here's Red Elemental Blast. Its requirement is that the target must be blue. We can toss that to the side because of the requirement. This is a blue Elemental Blast, and its requirement is that it's a red. So we can toss that to the side too. So it goes with the remaining three. This one, Spell Blast. You actually have to spend the same amount of mana as the target that you're countering. So that can be hefty. Like Phantom Monster is 4 mana, so you'd actually have to spend 5 to actually even counterspell it. So this one's out too. So we're at the remaining ones here. Which one is the best? This one is cheap, it costs 2 blue, and this one is Power Sync. My personal choice is actually Power Sync. And it's all about opinion here. I'm going to go ahead and read the card. Target spell is countered unless its caster spends X more mana. Caster of target spell can't choose to let it be countered. If caster of target spell doesn't have enough mana, all available mana from lands and mana pool must be paid, but target spell will still be countered. Okay, so my opinion, Power Sync is actually better than Counterspell, even though it's 2 blue. I mean, 2 blue is just like nothing. You got 2 islands out there, bam, you can counter that target spell. But I'm going to show you why I think Power Sync is number 1. Alright, scenario 1 is casting cost. Craziness. Say you're playing blue and they're playing red. They tap all 3 mana. They put out Orcish Artillery. What? And you, for whatever reason, don't want that in play. Tap 2 blue. You can counter that target spell with Counterspell. Craziness, and it only costs you 2. You can also counter it with Power Sync if you only have 2 mana available. Craziness, right? The only problem with Power Sync is if they actually have 1 more land of any color. Because if they do, then they can pay that Power Sync's cost, and Orcish Artillery will remain in play. Whereas if you had Counterspell, it would go to the graveyard. So Counterspell wins if they have 1 more mana, but if they don't, then Power Sync is equal to Counterspell. Craziness. So Counterspell will always win when it comes to casting cost. Alright, let's talk about scenario 2. You're down to 3 life remaining. Your opponent casts Lightning Bolt, and you only have a counterspell in your hand. So you counterspell it because you're going to die, because you only have 3 life. Pesky Lightning Bolt. But then your target opponent actually casts Ball of Lightning, finishes you off anyways. Boom, he attacks for 6. Oh, terrible. You lost the game. Horrible. You had a bad mana draw because you just kept drawing those lands. Oh. But with Power Sync, the scenario is different. He casts the Lightning Bolt. You counter it. Blue and 4. He has no choice but to tap all his land. So he can't cast Ball Lightning. Power Sync actually delays the person pretty well. And so it's better for control if you can say, oh, you can only cast 1 spell, bam. And now I get a chance to do more things. So Power Sync wins with this scenario because you can constantly cause them to delay what they're going to do. You can make really cool decks that affect lands, since Power Sync actually ability is to tap target's land. I mean, you can't do anything better than that. It stalls them out, and then you can put these Psychic Venoms on there. They do damage. You can use stall decks like Mana Short and make sure they can't cast spells. You got Drain Power. You can pull them off, and each time these lands are being tapped, Psychic Venom is just biting them. craziness. Even the IC Manipulator can tap land. So you can build decks around just making land tap. Craziness. Counterspell can't do that. It just counters a target spell. Counterspell with the 2 blue only casting cost is actually always going to be a very big staple. But with the ability to tap lands, the ability to pause a person's play, the ability to actually make decks wrapped around it, I think Power Sync is still clearly the all-on favorite for counterspells from the original set. Alright, this is Open Boosters. This is only a matter of opinion. Everybody has opinions. And let's all have fun playing games and make decks based on those opinions. So have a nice day, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. And hit the like button and subscribe. Cheers.